contractor, they start by working on the job site, or they're a good roofing salesman, and they want to build a great roofing business, or they want to build a great contracting business, and they're either good at sales or they're good at the work. You know what they're not good at? They're not good at being an entrepreneur, and they're not good at recruiting men.
Like, I spent my whole life trying to work myself out of a job, right? That's what you learn as trying to be an entrepreneur. Well, I'm an entrepreneur, not an entrepreneur, because like whatever those books say, I can't do it. You know, me and my dad, like we did the roofs ourselves, and like I'd be like at 5 and 6 years old.
So you were on the roof,
tearing off the shingles, throwing the
trash. So did you grow up hating the work?
Dude, I hated not getting paid.
Yeah.
That's what I hated. When you're a business owner, you're the last person to get paid. And that's what we were. We were business owners. And so, like, at the end of the day, we owed more in material bills. Payroll was every Friday. And we never had enough money to pay ourselves. When my dad was in control of the company, we did siding, windows, carports, patio covers, gutters, and roofing. And when I took the business over, I was like, the only thing we make money on is roofs. The only thing people don't bellyache and cry and do the work about is roofs. Like everybody else, you know, who doesn't do roofs, you know, all they do is cry. They don't show up to work. They're drinking beers at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you know, it's like that's just what it was. And so I actually paid somebody to steal our siding break, and you know, I didn't tell my dad till years later, but I paid someone to take that equipment.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, Dad, we don't have it anymore. You know, and like from 5 years old, but really at like 14 years old, I started knocking on doors, taking trailers to the dump. What I started doing is I bought our first brand new truck. You know, I hired someone else paying $50,000 a year too, you know, which was ludicrous at this time. And I didn't know how the hell I was going to pay them, but I knew I had 3 weeks to figure it out because you're a week behind, bitch. You know, and like you only get paid every 2 weeks. And I started hiring really smart people. And I began this journey of like not being the smartest guy in the room and not having all the answers and not having to come up with the answer to the problem, but just, you know, just be there and be the facilitator of success. And so I think that really began my journey of just like, you know what, like finding someone that's smarter than you, that's been there, that's done that. And so you don't have to like, you know, feel the pain.
The pain about being an entrepreneur is, you know, sometimes, you know, you get so focused on the good things that you don't take care of business. And the discipline is where you equal freedom. And me and you, like, I can tell as free going people, you know, a lot of contractors relate because they're outliers, renegades, guys that sit at the back of the class and draw on a piece of paper or slept during class, or you know, had a problem with authority. You know, I don't like cops. You know, I mean, I love cops, love cops, but I don't like them when they stop me or fuck with me. You know, when it comes down to it, you know, you have to realize that if you want this freedom, that there has to be a system, a fundamental system. And as a second generation roofer, my dad, he built a software that has a system, but my uncle, he was the guy that was really, really disciplined to the fundamentals of how it all worked. And I saw how he held people accountable. And so what you're talking about is when you leave, you know, the company not working as much as it could, you know, after about 13 years, people quitting the business, things working, you know, it's got to a point now where I have a leadership team. I have the right, you know, what I call balancing. If you have the right marketing, if you create the leads, if you create an exciting business opportunity that top performers always want to come to work for you, then everybody understands it's the next man up mentality and that everyone is replaceable. And it does keep everyone honest to some extent. Because when one person knows that they're the most valuable person inside of your organization, then that's leverage. And someone can't help but kind of get into that stinking thinking. I mean, it's human nature, you know? And so, you know, now I would say the reason why my company runs, you know, 90% while I focus on helping other contractors is because I still am 100% focused on the marketing systems. The marketing systems generate the leads and the marketing systems generate the recruits. And the biggest reason for this freedom has been, you know, sharpening up my message, sharpening up my ability to use video content, and adding, like I could always sell at the doorstep, I could always sell on the kitchen table, but becoming a great salesperson and becoming a great sales copywriter, a great sales video creator, a great person selling from stage. They're all different styles of sales, and it's a different skill set. So, you know, if you're a contractor, sales cures all woes. Building a winning sales team, that will allow you to have a business that creates new revenue without you trading your time. But then you have to manage the expense. Then you have to maximize profits. Then you have to be disciplined to a system. So the sales is the front end, but without the back end, it all falls apart. It's a race car that has a broken rear axle. And you can, go hard right into the right wall and hit that Ricky Bobby. Oh, hit that Ricky Bobby, man. You come on, man. You do the dance out there on the tarmac. Who's seen the movie where he's, let's get to Tom Cruise and a ghost and a witches. Well, what it is think about it. Like when you don't have the system, you get paranoid. You think your salespeople are doing things that they're not doing. You don't know how much money you're making. You just really live in a state of anxiety and fear and scarcity. And you know how when you feel like the world is scarce, guess what reality you're creating?